Hi everyone, hello and welcome. Welcome to today's session of yoga. What shall we do today? So one of the tightest parts of our body is actually the jaw. Amazing, huh?
TMJ.
The TMJ.
Temporomandibular joint.
Thank you. Why don't you join us?
No, I thought I'd just sit here and watch, see how you go without me. You reckon you can go without me. I just thought I'd stay out the picture and let you go.
Especially when it comes to the jaw.
Exactly.
Huh? So, the jaw is actually intimately connected, of course, with the neck and the shoulders, so that everyday stress that we carry, and therefore connected also to the pelvis. So
Yes, there's a very strong connection, thank you Julie Russell Clark, between the jaw, well the sphenoids actually, the jaw and the pelvis. So, and also, really the neck as well. So, shall we start? Why don't you rest on your back?
Sure.
And I'll tell you why we do that. In our society, we're what's called teleceptive. That is, we focus on what we can see, what things look like, what they smell like, taste like. But how things feel is a much closer approximation to how things are. So proprioceptive, it's called proprioceptive information. So how do you feel lying on the floor like this? Hello Janine, Gayatri of course. Very important in these times, Gayatri, isn't it? And so lying on the floor, it's like, you know how you look in a mirror to see how you look? Lying on the floor is like a mirror to see how you're feeling. It gives you a sense of and it doesn't happen straight away. I know it'll take a little while to feel what you can feel. You can feel the contact between the back of your head and the floor. Hello Karen, stress less Karen. And so if you were lying on a balance beam, which side would feel like you were gonna fall off first? Or do they feel quite balanced? And this is your proprioceptive information that you get into your brain it's how it affects your posture, and your posture affects your personality. But we'll go into that, or not, a bit later. Your hips, do they feel equally balanced? So let me get out the picture so I can have a look at Uma and get a sense of how we can give you more information on this. So would you roll your head? But now we always try and go as far as we can. Don't do that just yet. Just go a little way, left and right. And rather than see whether one side goes further than the other, pause in the middle, please. And then go to the right a couple of times. Go to the left a couple of times. And which side feels easier?
My left side feels easier.
Okay, so it's just going to have an effect crosswise through the body onto the hips. So would you bring up just your right knee into semi-supine? A little bit out from the body, a little bit away from the other foot. That's fine. Hey, from Bangkok. Hello. Savadika. Press down with the foot in a way that lifts the hip up slightly on that side. And do it a few times, really slowly. Just lifting the hip. That's it. As you lift the hip, let the head roll away slowly. Or let the head and let the hip come down. Lift the hip up and down and see which way your head wants to roll, and let it do that. And if you can't feel any connection, do slower, smaller movements. You feel how the movement of the hip, the pelvis, affects the movement of the neck. Pause in the middle and look up at a point directly above you, any point. keep your just soft gaze, keep your eyes on that point while you lift your hips up and down a couple of times. And your head might move a little bit, but keep your... Hi Donna, thank you for that. That's it. Let your head roll a bit, but keep your eyes on that same place. What if you were to roll your head the other way, just and little tiny easy movements? What's that like?
That's a good release.
And then let's swap legs. Bring the other knee up instead, feet flat, semi-supine, feet a little bit out to the side. And you're going to push down through the foot. Thanks, Donna. Push down through the foot so you lift the pelvis. The pelvis sort of rolls forward. And where does your head want to move, or doesn't it want to move? So we're working with your what's called proprioceptive information, how you feel. And we're going to change the way you move your head, the way you move your jaw, the way you move your neck. Then let the head start to move, either left or right, but not too far. Mainly what we're trying to do here is to get a proprioceptive sense, a sense in the body, what wants to move, what doesn't want to move when I lift my hip. Very gentle, slow movements are best for this. And then you're letting the head lift, but I want you to once again focus on a single point, ceiling or whatever it is. Keep looking, so you can turn the head, but you keep the eyes on that point. First in one direction, and then still with the hip like this, but the head could go the other way. So instead of just releasing the neck to get more flexibility, which we could do, the whole biomechanism of how it moves. And this is what we lose when we get older. So this is what we lose, being unable to look behind in a car. Okay.
Oh, can I draw knees into the chest?
Yeah, draw knees into the chest. Because we've done quite, it's good to rest. And feel free to rest at any time, because I can just jabber on and on and on. You can. Yeah, thank you, darling. Fine, you take the class.
And rocking side to side, just rolling over that lower back, because that was quite a strong stretch.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Oh.
And then maybe circling the knees.
Yes.
Releasing through the pelvis to the lumbar spine. Fantastic.
And then back the opposite way.
Yeah, why not? And look, we shouldn't go any further without releasing the tension to the thoracic spine by lifting the head up once or twice. So both hands behind the head, please. Feet can go flat or leave the knees up above you. It's up to you. And then very gently we're going to... Don't go as far as you can. Don't. Just a little way up and down. Just lifting, getting a... Yeah. And if you're going for it, imagine you've had a Valium. Take 4 times as long to lift your head. Does that increase or decrease the awareness of what's happening proprioceptively in your body? Nice. Hello, Pam. Thank you. Lovely to see you. Okay. Okay, now while we're here, you can rest the head. You might as well move your legs, move your knees side to side very slowly, easily.
I might need to make a little bit more room.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just make yourself at home. Really, make yourself at home. Okay. I might see if we can get more light. Should I just try that?
Sure.
Ah, wonderful. Okay. Knees side to side, head the other way. Okay, and why don't you bounce this one, this back knee, bounce it a few times. And then swap sides and bounce the knee, whichever's on top, let that bounce. And you could push through the foot, you could lift the pelvis, because all movement, in my humble opinion, comes from the pelvis or from the buttocks or somewhere. And the more flexibility you have in your pelvis, the more life. Hello, Julie. Nice to see you. The more life gets more fun. That's enough. That's enough. Then why don't you roll onto your side and come to, hello darling, Grace Gaia. I hope you got the children with you. Hello Amy.
Hi Amber. Hi
Emmy,
Linton.
Emmy and Amber. Oh, Linton. Forgot Linton. Now I'm sure Ralph's doing this. TMJ. Look, it's like where is tight on your body. If the body is sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous systems, the place of greatest tension will affect everything in you. And for most people, the tightest part of the human body is. So stop talking, or no. We'll see. So if we can relax the TMJ, your temporomandibular joint, then your whole body will be very happy about that. And it's let's go first, because Julie might be watching. Julie Russell Clark in Darling, no, what is it? Chiropractic up there in the hills. Helena Valley. Let's go to your sphenoids. So your sphenoids are these things, you know, just instinctively when you've got a headache. Oh my God. Do that. We're circling.
Just one at a time?
No, both together. I'd fall on the floor if I demonstrated like that.
Come on.
So we're circling gently in one direction. These are your sphenoids. These connect obviously through to the TMJ, but also amazingly through to your pelvis and hips. We go first one direction, then back the other way.
Don't they affect balance as well? The body's
Well, it's
balance.
sort of interesting, and I don't want to talk too much, but
Good idea.
When there's a dysfunction in the body, your sphenoids, their job is to keep your head on straight all the time. And even if you're getting a bit out of shape, your head will try and keep in shape, which is what throws out some of your spine.
Right.
So the sphenoids are always keeping you level with the horizon, no matter what's happening in the spine. So we'll release the sphenoids, that same movement. Bring it onto your jaw, onto the TMJ, which is just under the cheekbone, just in front of the ears. And use that same pressure here.
You can open the mouth slightly too.
Oh, it's better. It's better to open the mouth.
Get more of a release.
Because if you were relaxed, think about it, actually, you'd be slack-jawed. No, something's amazing happened. And something amazing has happened. The world has come to a stop. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? The whole world. If I'd have told you this at the beginning of January, who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
So at the moment we're in it, let's shrug the shoulders a few times, because everything's connected. We're up and down, and then up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, circling. The chin's a little bit tucked in, some of you are doing this. And I'll go there when we go there. And then forwards. Maybe one forwards, one backwards. Maybe the other way. And tension in the shoulders reflects as tension through the fingers. The tendons from here run up all the way into the shoulders, all the way, actually. So I'm moving each finger individually. We should do a class we should do a few classes
Joints.
just
That's
on
what
joints.
we're going to do.
I've always wanted to do a class on joints. Just don't think I'll be able to. Okay. And yeah, so we're moving shoulders, elbows.
Oh, that's good after all that
Oh, I'm getting carried away.
rowing in the kayak on the
Yeah,
weekend.
we got in the kayak at the weekend. Oh my God, such
Stunning.
beauty in nature.
Beautiful.
What are we doing? TMJ.
Yes.
This is your masseter muscle. I want you to start to tap. Goes from here down to here. Tap quite firmly. Up both sides, up. If you're not sure, then open and close your mouth and you'll feel where to tap.
Oh yes.
And if you're not sure, just search around. Whew. Oh, actually it's really nice to go up into the sphenoids with this and over the top of the ears. A lot of tension here. You know, I get Leah comes and massages us, or used to, every week. And I feel I get more from a head massage than the rest of my body.
I think
Such a lot of...
also we're going to do a balance, talking about classes.
We're going to do a
this
standing balance class. Because as we get older, balance is one of the first things that goes. So we'll do a balance class, so your balance will improve dramatically. Use this movement, sort of pressing in and switching back and forth across the masseter, both sides. You press and there's sort of a clicking. You're breathing, your mouth is open.
Oh yes, breathing.
You're not sure if you're doing it right, but you can't really do it wrong. Okay, this is such an interesting part of the body. I want you to take your tongue and stick it up inside your front teeth. Then, keeping that upward pressure with the tongue, slide it round to the side, back to the front, and then put. So your tongue is pressing up.
It's on the inside of the teeth or the outside?
Outside of the teeth.
Oh.
You'll feel all sorts of releases happening down through the neck. You stop breathing, so start breathing again. Okay, this time take your tongue and put it down on the front of the lower teeth. Does that make sense? I know I look good like this. And then slide the tongue from side to come on with it and back again. So we can't, trust me, this is, oh, Mundaring, how one, did you used to come to, we had a class of 60 people in Mundaring. Amazing, wonderful place. And Irma was born in Kalamunda. Try not to hold it against her.
Beautiful Kalamunda.
So they're going from 5 to 5. Take a rest.
Oh yes, please.
Take a breath. So working with the jaw, it releases everything. You're starting to feel that already, I'm sure. And we could, there's some amazing yoga moves we can do here. This is part of Simhasana, which is
Lion pose.
sticking the tongue out as far as you can. Glad I scraped my tongue this morning.
Good
And
yogic
holding,
practice.
and you sort of hold and breathe.
And look up.
But we won't do that today, because that's a bit weird. No, so I don't want to do all the weird stuff, and it gets, wipe all the slosh from under your chin. Where were we? We've done the up and down and back, and I want to do the same thing, but I want to go in the front slide round, tongue goes down, all the way around to the other side. So you draw a circle up inside the jaw with your tongue, and you're pushing up, and then you're pushing down, and you're breathing.
And then back the opposite way?
Yeah, you do it 3 times first. Because some of us talk such a lot, then our jaws are even tighter than others of us that don't talk so much. So the tongue, you think about it, it's quite a big muscle. And when your tongue is tight, your TMJ is tight. Have you finished? You're not
Absolutely finished
Right.
a while ago.
Let's take that a step further. I want you to push your tongue into your cheek, like as if you had one of those. I'm doing it. Gobstoppers in your mouth. And then start. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not doing it just to be stupid. This is serious release for the TMJ. Push your tongue into your, and then start to circle your tongue in bigger and bigger circles. Breathe occasionally.
This would be good before going to bed at night.
Do the same on the other side, please.
To release all that jaw tension.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. You should do
For
that.
people like me who
You should.
move their teeth in the night.
Oh, God. Now we're stuck together. Bigger and bigger circles. Helena Valley. Oh, nice. She's great, isn't she? Lots of plugs for Julie today. So feel free to go crazy with your tongue. I mean, up and down, round and round. Oh, really? Thank you. No, we won't do that. Shrug your shoulders a couple of times. So really get a sense, close your eyes, have a breath. Get a sense how that's already done something. And then very slowly roll your head from side to side. Same movement, but keep your eyes forward. So you won't be able to turn your head as far. And experiment with where you put your chin, because a lot of us are sort of here a lot of the time. But ideally, keeping Okay, I've gone blank, so I'm going to hand the class over to you like I normally do when I go blank. So no, I've remembered again. Still TMJ. This. Can you bring your jaw forward a little bit and just take it a little bit left and then back to centre and a little bit right. You don't like doing this, do you, darling?
Do you get that? It's quite profound, the releases, actually.
I know it's weird, but who cares? Do you know if it helps? You're not going, you just look for a smooth movement left and right. Bring one hand up and push the jaw and then turn the head that way. And back again. Side to side, carefully. Come back to centre, and then we're going to push the jaw the other way gently. And look. I know this isn't an attractive look, but it's okay. Okay, come back to centre. Open and close a couple of times. So we've done this side to side, and you might want to tap a couple more times just to make sure the masseter hasn't really grabbed, which it tends to do. we've gone side to side. We've resisted a little bit. We've done the TMJ resistance thing. Can you bring your jaw forward? This reminds me of your mum. Can you bring
Really?
your jaw?
You can't think of a better joke? Instead of mother-in-law jokes.
Bring your jaw forward. Normal, forward, normal. Bring the jaw forward. And then...
not the chin, the jaw.
What do you mean not the chin? How can you bring the jaw forward? Is that what, was I doing that?
I don't know. But
Yeah,
there's
not
a tendency to bring the jaw forward.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Mm.
And then take the jaw back.
And I think we need to do some pelvic.
Oh,
clock.
do you need to do some pelvic clock, darling?
Yes, I think so.
I think you're bored with
After
this.
all this jaw
Alright,
release.
let's one last thing. We're going to take the jaw in a circle. And I'm back. Yeah, you're right. We do need to do some pelvis stuff. Jaw and pelvis. So releasing the jaw, we're releasing the pelvis. So why don't you rest back on your back?
That's what I was looking for.
And yeah, check in with yourself again and see if things have changed. See if things have come back down. I think I might get out of the picture. Thanks, Wendy Ann. So once again, the proprioceptive information. How's it feel? And the flatter you feel you're laying, the better it is for your posture. Because as we get stressed, it sort of tightens up the muscles and tendons like a bow, and it pulls us. And for most people, and Uma will demonstrate, a pillow behind the head will help tremendously. Please draw the knees up over the chest again. Catch hold of the knees and breathe, and maybe rock a little left and right. We shouldn't really go any further without releasing the extensors. So hands behind the head, behind the legs, please. And as you breathe out, you can semi-straighten one leg at a one leg at a time.
18.
Stop doing the ballet thing. Turn the toes back. Turn the toes. That's it. Now, if you've got no neck issues, you could lift the head as you straighten the leg by tucking the chin in first. But if you've got neck, okay, swap sides. If you've got neck issues, same movement, but hands behind the head. So you hands behind the head, Uma. And then do that same movement in that same way. If you've been coming for a long time, or you're a loose woman or man, you could do both legs at the same time. Exhale up, inhale down. Fantastic. Couple more of those, please. So these double extensors. And then back into semi-supine, feet flat. Adjust your spine, do all that stuff you need to do to get comfortable. And I think we'll float the arms up in the air, straight above you. And try reaching with just one hand, so the shoulder on that side comes off the floor, and let it come down again. And then the other hand, so the shoulder, you're reaching up, stretching into the rhomboids in between the shoulder blades. Your head's not particularly moving, but it might look away from the side that's lifting. If you feel that's a good idea, get a further stretch. That's it. And when you're in that strong stretch, reaching up, you could rotate the wrists and fingers again. Fantastic. Let's leave both arms up in the air and draw the knees up over the chest. Let them rest by themselves. Can you move your knees a little bit so that your knees are together? Can you move them a little bit left and right? Only as far as it doesn't lift your shoulders off the floor. And are you breathing here or not? How far can you take your knees without letting that movement travel up to lift your shoulder blades? How far will your knees go, and what happens to your breath when you do that? Without moving the shoulders at all, where can you go? The flow of your breath continues the whole time. And what if you were to lift just the opposite shoulder to the way your knees are going? And what if you were to keep the arms parallel, both arms in the middle now, but as the knees go side to side, the arms go a little bit in the opposite direction? Okay, Vicky, thank you. So the clasp will be up on the neck later if you want to do it again. But your jaw's probably a lot better than before. That's fantastic. How far can you go, Uma? Yeah, collapse. Okay. Come back to center, please. Then semi-supine, hands on the thighs. If you've got neck issues, I want you to miss this one out. We'll tuck in the chin. We'll slide the hands up towards the knees and then slide them back again, please. You breathe out as you come up and inhale down. So we're working, pressing the lower back down, working, strengthening the core through the abdominals. Try that same movement, but take the hands at the side of the legs, as either side of the thighs. Reach down with straight arms, a bit lower than that, please. Yeah. And down again, and then draw the knees in as you lift the hands and head. Exhale up. I reckon the arms are a little bit lower to the floor. Fantastic. Okay, and let's finish, because we've really worked those neck muscles. Let's have the hands behind the head, and we'll lift the head up and down as slowly as you can. We'll try it in an unconscious way, and then we'll pay attention to how our elbows move, whether they move. What's it like to have one elbow out to the side and one elbow straight up in the air, and to lift the head up there? And what's it like to change that around? Fantastic. Okay. What do you think? I think that'll do.
Maybe finish with cat and cow.
Okay, well, why don't you do that?
So roll onto your side and come onto all fours. Just to bring the whole spine into alignment. Actually, before we lift, let your head look over one shoulder, and the hips can go the opposite way. Go from side to side.
Well, while you're there, you might as well do the release for that. That's, you know, the swiveling at the knees.
So we can take both feet out to the side.
Yeah, we'd probably start with one, but okay, if we haven't got
And look
time.
over, exactly. Look over the shoulder towards the feet. Keep the toes on the floor. Nice.
We're
Come
gonna-
back to center.
We're going to do a meditation, so can you do something intense to get the breath going?
Sure. So let's tuck the chin in, press up in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, look up. So start off slow. Inhaling as the head comes up, and breathe out all the way as you tuck the chin in and pull the belly in, and then speed that up. Inhaling, exhaling.
Okay, that's enough.
And take a rest. Back on the heels. Head on the floor, or make fists.
And then get yourself into a comfortable position, whatever that means to you. I'll take you through a meditation I wrote a few years ago. Get yourself wiggled out. Check your proprioceptive. How are you feeling? How's your body feeling? How's your jaw? How's your mind? Allow your eyes to close. I don't know if you've ever watched a baby sleeping, how the belly expands with in-breath and relaxes. It's almost like the whole baby gets bigger and smaller. So imagine that your breath is as easy and as relaxed as a newborn baby. Full and easy, with nothing to impede the flow of breath. Feel the rise and the fall of your belly as the breath moves in and out. Get a sense of your breath being like waves. Coming in, going out, caressing every one of the 50 trillion cells you're made of. Every one of them uses breath. The breath washes through you. Every single breath carries away toxins, tension, tightness. As you breathe, you relax. And as you relax, feel your body letting go. Feel as if your weight is sinking into the floor, as if you are getting heavier with every out-breath. Heavier arms, heavier head, heavier back, heavier legs. Letting go. Feel all the front parts of your body relax. Maybe imagine you could breathe up into your scalp, gathering any tension, and with the out-breath, letting go. Into your forehead with the breath, letting go. And those muscles we hold so tense in our face, breathing up and letting go. Into the jaw, TMJ, into the neck. Send a breath or two up into your brain. Imagine you can, as if the breath could wash through and clear out stale thoughts, stale air. Bring your focus to the area around your heart. Breathe in as if you had an extra set of nostrils in the center of your chest. Breathe in and out into the heart. And as you exhale, let go. Feel constriction and tension flow out with every exhalation. Imagine your heart lightening. Let go of tension. Take a moment to appreciate your innate goodness. Have compassion for yourself. Imagine that you soften inside. Feel your heart open. Take this time to appreciate something you feel grateful for in this life. Bring it to mind. Find a way to appreciate the innate goodness of life itself. Let these things have a quiet awareness in your presence. So breathe. That's really all there is to it. Breathe. Arrive here in this room. Arrive here in this meditation. In meditation, in life, your breath is your true home. It's always available. You can always return here. You can always take refuge here. Your breath centers you. Your breath clears you, relaxes you, renews you. It is your breath that does all of these things. Breathe. Breathe in and let go. Any sounds from outside are just there to invite you to be even more present now. Invite you into this moment. Sound of the music, bird song, my voice, all inviting you to be more aware of your own self, your own being, lying, sitting, kneeling there. Settle into yourself. Breathing. Being. Take a moment to witness yourself without comment, without judgment. Listen to the subtle sounds of your own breath. So be aware of your body again. Congratulate yourself for having made the effort today to realign body, breath and mind, to prepare for the great don't know. Breathe as you go. Stay with your home. Stay with your breath. And like a diver coming up from below, come to the surface now. And take note of how you feel right now. And take that feeling in your mind and throw it like a net over the rest of your day. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Uma.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. It's always a great pleasure.
We're going to do some balance work soon.
Yes, please.
And I'm thinking that every day is unnecessary. In fact, I think it makes me ache. I think we could
Bit
do
too much.
1 or 2 a week. I don't know. What do you think? Leave us a hello, leave us a message, or a no, or a yes. Let us know what you think, or just hello. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope it's been of some benefit to you in these don't know times. Stay with don't know.
And stay with your breath.
Namaste.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Oh,
Whatever it is that you choose to do, if you can, get some of the sun's rays, even if it's just
Water.
for a few moments.
drink lots of water.
Yes. Keep hydrated.
Wine, not so much. Well, not me.
Must be cup of tea time then.
Yeah, isn't it about time you made one? Really?
Yes. Bye all.
I don't know how to turn it off. It's not turning off.
Have a lovely day.